Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, and this will examine the fibre of both sides. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Takes the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Zanetti actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Eto'o! It's Eto'o! And he couldn't finish.
He was played in well though, Peter. At least that gets approval all round.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Iniesta, always onto this, and this is Cruyff. And the cross comes in. Dembele. Still goalless. Desai kept his eye on it, and he's there. And claimed it back swiftly. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rui Costa's cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. But that has not gone well. It's Rui Costa. Nice-looking ball. Nicely worked. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And here's Messi. That has been cut short. Van Dijk. McAllister. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now this could be a chance. Decent chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Sagantosu with the corner, there first. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Nice interception, well timed. Looking for the run. Van Dijk gets across and deals with it. Totti going about things with real menace. And there's green grass ahead of him. Messi has it in a wide position. Corner then. Well, now it's a race for the ball. This time, surely! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. That was a given. It always was.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
First breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Rui Costa, can he get it through? Zanetti, and no, that was never going to make it.
Sagantosu certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Desai promptly onto that, and that is that. Maldini is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now, can they get him away? Oh, super ball! Schneider. Turan. Cannavaro. That's a cute ball. That's been cut out, well played. And that was nowhere near his best. Iniesta. Well, that looks a decent ball. Nicely spread. Messi has it out wide and in space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. No, he's not getting past him there. And that signals the end of the first period. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Sagan Tosu trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substituição.
So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Iniesta. Sagan Tosu, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Pinches it off him. McAllister, Desai, cuts it out. Cannavaro. Messi, looking to play him in. Maldini.
Brazil have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Messi. Serves up, and the shot! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
Brazil are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
It's Rui Costa. Beckenbauer. Van Basten.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He is through here. Now this could be a chance. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Messi. Couldn't squeeze it through. So we've reached the hour mark. Knocks it into space. Knocks it back.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Iniesta.
That's good play from him.
Good read, needed to be. Maldini. Sagan-Tosu still have the cards to affect this game. That's Park Ji-sung. And this is Van Basten. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Teremos uma substituição.
Now it's Park Ji-sung. It's a loose ball. Brazil have reclaimed it. Iniesta. Now he's got space here, and he was quick to react. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it, and he is dashing away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's had it taken off him, and he's taking no chances there. Desai did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's intervened well there. Tries to play it through. It's a threatening ball. He's dealt with that really well. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That has ended up in no man's land. Nicely aimed pass. Davids. Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Zanetti calmly anticipates. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Substituição em andamento.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Beckenbauer. Rafinha. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Bellingham, looking for options for movement. And he's well positioned. Boyan! It's in! And what a climax we have here! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Sagan-Tosu give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Not the most accurate pass. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Oh, good ball! Davids. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Camisa 7. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 18. Camisa 22. Teremos uma substituição.
That is lovely. Now it's Bojan. Rafinha. Now it's Bellingham. Great ball and he's in here. Shoots! And a neat finish. We thought they were done, but never say never. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Bojan picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result in my
Qual é a senha? Esse é fechado.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are...
Could be danger here! Iniesta, he has found the way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Beckham. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Looking to play him in. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff! That's another chance! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So, a breakthrough already. Messi gets into a good position. And Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. No way he was going to let him past. Thuram, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he cuts out the supply. Out of play for a throw. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Now it's Cruyff. And it's Rui Costa. It's all! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now it's Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was...
He's gone for goal! And he couldn't finish.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
That's travelling a long way. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now there's a fine ball. Can he finish? Goal! Brazil! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Aos 15 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 7.
Sagan Tosu finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Desai gets a foot in here. Now it's Hazard. Beckham.
Sagan Tosu are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
No way through. Can he get on the end of this? Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Iniesta. Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. Rui Costa. Desai with the slide tackle there. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Desai kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has been cut short. And he passes it long. Cruyff. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Cruyff. He can run onto that. Schneider.
That's good play from him.
Schneider with the cross. Hazard! Rui Costa. That's a sharp pass. And the pass is intercepted. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Thuram. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Cruyff takes on his marker. No, he refuses to take the bait. And it's Cruyff. And here's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! He's under a lot of pressure there. Beckham, out towards the flank. No way through there. Iniesta has a look and plays it forward. Desai, passing is crisp and sharp. Rui Costa is always looking to break lines. Cannavaro.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And it's Schneider. That's a little off target. Cruyff. And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Sagan Tosu trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half.
Sagan Tosu really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception.
Brazil really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And it's Schneider. And smartly reclaimed. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Desai tries to clear. And this is Eto'o. Iniesta. Nicely aimed pass. Looking for a runner. That's an excellent interception. Knocks it into space. Eto'o picks it up out wide. Rui Costa. Good running, strong and purposeful. It's a pretty loose pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That looks a cracking ball. Sagan Tosu, still this single goal behind. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay? Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Cruyff considers his options.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
And that was struck with genuine force.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Some resolute defending there. Looking for the run. Maldini. He is through here. He's had a shot. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
And it's Beckham. Eto'o. Rui Costa. Now it's Eto'o. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their approach...
Shoots! And he scores!
Substituição.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
And he shoots! And a neat finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Sagantosu restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Chips it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Baresi. Schneider. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Sagantosu are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's quick to get rid. Brazil have reclaimed it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Sagantosu have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And that is high.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
DPS VMS fazer a simulação dos jogos da Copa Eu contra Tu.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he was quick to react. Now, can they get him away? Cannavaro.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Baresi cuts out the pass. Desai is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Azar. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot at goal! Goal! Brazil! And they get themselves in front! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Time for a change in personnel. Brazil have their lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive. Brazil nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And here's Eto'o. Desai. Well timed, excellent interception. Pass somewhat off target. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And here's Azar. And here's Eto'o. Stood up well to him there. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And this is Eto'o. And this is Azar. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Número da sala 22.029.718.
Sagan Tosu can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Flamengo have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. so they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they...
Bullet! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Sagantosu with the corner, there first. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. And he's decided to go for it. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Sagantosu have their second corner now. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Zanetti. Bruno Fernandes running with the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Cruyff. Looking for the run. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he spark a counter here? Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's gone for a throw-in. Desai gets a foot in here. Beckenbauer. Still goalless at the moment. He's on it, can he get away? And this is Beckham. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Oh, played right into his path. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, just a keeper now. And this is Gerrard. It is a corner, good chance. So, third corner of the game. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. Beckham. And here's Hullet. Can he get it through? Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So their fourth corner of the game. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. That's really well manoeuvred. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Yamal is onto this. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Iniesta. Half an hour played now. Now it's Yamal. No way through. Sagantosu are looking to break at pace. And this is Hullet. Zanetti. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Iniesta looking to play him in. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Great ball if he can get there. And he's found a way past. And he's definitely... Chance! There it is! Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Aos 37 minutos do primeiro tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 23.
Sagantosu are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Now it's Van Basten. Well read, nice interception. Beckham. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Now this could be a chance. Bruno Fernandes, very much a man of this moment. Desai does really well to win the ball there. Beckham. That's good running with the ball. Yamal, still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Zanetti. Gerrard. And he's managed to get free. And Cruyff! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now.
And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Sagantosu looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling. And he's forced to go back. Yamal. That looks a good ball through. The message is clear, none shall pass. That's a nicely shaped ball. Yamal. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And that's going to be a booking. Zanetti aimed beyond the defence. Cannavaro wins the duel this time.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. Pretty robust defending.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Played into space, pass somewhat off target. Zanetti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position. That's put play to the danger. He's having a hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what a mistake! Beckham. Oh, well played, well played. Sagantosu in a very solid position, 2 to the good. And this is Messi. Oh, just skips past his man. That's going to go a long way. Cannavaro. And this is Gerrard. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Gol marcado pelo jogador aos 16 minutos do
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Good running, strong and purposeful. Zanetti, lovely bit of skill. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, a gilt-edged chance. Takes a shot. Well taken goal. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Flamengo may be down, but not out just yet.
Camisa 20, substituição.
Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that has not gone well. Sagantosu perhaps contemplating their next change here. He's through here. He's in a great position here. He's got away. Smallish header! And it's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Flamengo now just needing one.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
It's a pretty loose pass. That pass isn't the best. Baresi. Well, that has not gone well. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cafu with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Teremos uma substituição.
Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. And it's Zanetti. Now, can they get him away? Deftly away.
Sagantosu clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Sagantosu will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. That is a great pick-out. Pelé just eases him off the ball. Zanetti. Now he's got space here. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for a runner. That has ended up in no man's land. He's shifting through the gears here. The ball goes in. There's the shot! And no mistake. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Sagantosu now in a position far more desirable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me...
Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Ball's out once more. Good ball, good take. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Odegaard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking for options for movement. Oh, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Sagantosu presented with a golden opportunity here. This for genuine comfort.
Sai para a entrada do jogador, camisa 36.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Gol marcado pelo jogador, camisa 10.
Hã?
So now the difference is 3. Cannavaro. Mateus. Beckham.
Hã?
Look at the space here.
Caralho, devolve ali.
Rui Costa can see things others simply cannot. And that's been intercepted. And we're done. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Entendi, Zé, entendi o que você falou.
Você entendeu?
Tá? Mas tá bom, Zé, nós estamos errado não, grande não.
Não, fala assim, para no caso falar alguma coisa que não deve, entendeu?
Ah, eu sei, não, eu tô falando pra ele tá falando do Beckham, pô, tô falando com o cara aí.
O Beck é pesado mesmo, é ruim pra jogar com ele, pô.
Papai! Mas tá bom, Zé, nós estamos errado não, grande não.
Não, fala assim, para no caso falar alguma coisa que não deve, entendeu?
Ah, eu sei, não, eu tô falando pra ele tá falando do Beckham, pô, tô falando com o cara aí.
O Beck é pesado mesmo, é ruim pra jogar com ele.
Bora.
Vamos lá, aí, Brice. Manda aí. Jogo da
Bora.
hora. Tá bonito, hein, Brice, agora.
Bora. Ah, eu joguei contigo agorinha, né?
Toca a bola no pé do... O pai só vai dar os passes se você faz o gol.
Fechou.
E mais uma
Fechou.
vez eu fui o maior pontuador.
É por causa das assistências, né? Roubo de bola.
Aqui é o Tony Kroos, pai. Meu time não tem muitas estrelas não, Zé. Vamos aí que dá pra... Hã? Você não consegue beber esse canudo, não? Então... O menor tá chamando você pra jogar lá na live lá. Um cara não leva o no meio aí. Aguenta aí, Zé. Já voltei. Vai arrumando aí.
Tá, não, tá quase pronto aqui já.
Tá.
11 horas. E que hora que é aí? Um e 24.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Bora, bora.
Bora.
Ponte da ganância ali do lado. Só quem é fã de Yu-Gi-Oh! Sabe o que é aquilo.
Aham.
So off we go then.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is
Era
all about
comigo.
courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does, indeed. And I think he's England's best all-round midfielder of his generation. A ball winner, great distributor, never stop running, playmaker.
Teu time tá o quê? Tá
more than a
avançado?
decent finisher too. The only question is,
É.
where do you play him to make the most out of all of those talents?
Nicely weighted ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Calma.
Yamal. Maldini cuts out the pass.
E...
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Rui Costa. That has ended up in no man's land.
Eu nem peguei na bola direito.
Now it's Messi. Yamal.
There they go.
Boa,
hunting again.
neguinho.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Pediu. Vai embora. É teu.
Good ball. Can he finish?
Oh, sou um monstro da justiça. Eu sou um
He
monstro da
does it all with an air of efficiency
Essa aí foi
and
boa, Gui.
simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such
Foi.
confidence.
É
and
louco.
composure.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Can he get on the end of this? Aims beyond the defence. Pele was alert to the possibilities.
Vai, Saulo.
In the end, it's fruitless.
Que isso? O que aconteceu?
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Maldini. And it's Totti. Engages.
Zé, se não passa de primeira, fiquei esperando.
Meu jogador não tem habilidade de passe de primeira.
Oh, good spread.
Mas eu tô aqui, pai. Tô sem.
Então toma aí. Cabeça, vai. Nem pulou.
Ô, tu quer botar eu pra cabecear?
Nem pulou.
Calma, tô aqui.
Tosu, currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball.
Força.
Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second
Calma,
best.
subir também.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
Segura.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Ah, mentiroso, velho. Não foi falta, não.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Some save from Khan. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. And now a sudden chance
É
to
nada. É nada.
Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. And that has left him in a heap. Brazil have it back and can go again. Pele! Oh,
Pancada.
and that's aimed into the middle.
Boa.
And that is expertly dealt with. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Iniesta. And this is Messi.
Boa, Neguinho.
He's only too happy to take that back.
Eu.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Ah, que foi agora?
Free kick given.
É falta.
Não deu vantagem, não.
Ei, Matheus, sai daí.
Cannavaro has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Beckenbauer.
Fica lá, jogou lá embaixo.
And that is that.
Calma aí.
Now it's Rui Costa.
É, se passa.
Era pra ter ido por cima. Tá bom. Vem.
Rui Costa. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vai, Zé.
There is a look that says it all. He'll try from distance.
Aqui, Zé, eu tava indo com o cara. Ei, já para.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Van Basten.
Toma, pai. Olha, não foi.
Denied by an instinctive save.
Era gaveta.
There, didn't he? That's very well played.
Aí tu me quebra.
Não, verdade, não foi eu mesmo. Eita, passe vagabundo esse aí, hein?
É, mas tá me quebrou com 2 gols.
Já mesmo. Foi mal.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
É que eu esqueci, o carinha mexe com o goleiro lá, tá ligado? Essa parada lá mata qualquer um.
Faz. Não, Zé. Não, Zé.
Well, he's never the sort to
Aí
doubt
tu me
his own
quebra.
capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Zanetti. And this is Bojan. That's it, 45 minutes up.
É pra estar uns 4-0, hein?
O que é, Maite? Eu sou bom. O que foi? O que é?
Still very much up
O que
for
é?
grabs. Sagantosu up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
Nada.
On the whole, the team linked up very well and has
Não,
been
você quer
organised.
ficar pendurado na janela.
They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Sagantosu just about ahead. 1-0 at the break.
Eu já vi a altura que é esse aqui, quando tá ali em cima. O que é que é? Tem nada aqui não.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Sua mãe não tá ali não.
Into the second half.
Não, não tá.
Sagantosu leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Well, here's a man adored by many.
Ah, velho, peraí que a minha filha tá pegando o balão.
Oh, that's a fine
Apagando o
interception. Sagantosu different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Sua mãe não tá aí,
Perfect
Maite.
time to make a change.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged
Sua mãe não
defense
tá
on the
aí,
other.
sai daí.
And this is and Messi! Oh wow, that's crazy! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The
Ah, isso aí é apelão demais, moço.
so effortlessly. Amazing.
Se Messi com o F do outro lado já era.
É roubado, né?
É.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Gives it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Got a goal!
Não, Zé. Tá muito bem, não poder colocá-lo.
Oh, goalkeeping!
I think he's done great there, both reading
Ele
it
falha é,
and dealing
Zé.
with it.
And he's well positioned.
Pute!
Vamos pra tudo, ele faz não, não vamos tomar gol.
Gerrard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he's picked out the run. Messi.
Encosta nele, só encosta. Isso.
Very disappointing, it has to be said. Totti.
A internet caiu.
Eu vi.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward
A
for
internet
now?
caiu.
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape.
Caiu porque nem lembro
He
nem quem
wants
também.
them to press
Também
as
tô
high as they
conectado.
can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
60 minutes played. Baresi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Sagantosu still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Gerrard.
Rapaz, a bola não passa de
Tries
jeito
to
nenhum.
pass it through. And Dijk gets across to intercept that. Baresi. Now, can they get him away?
Ah, por que essa bola subiu essa
Here's
ruptura?
Cannavaro. Baresi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Van, and he shoots!
É, meu.
Yamal clears.
Ô Zé, tá perdendo gol demais, Zé.
Tô mesmo, pô. Desculpa.
Tá estrobando meu trabalho.
Tô mesmo.
No way through. That's a sharp pass. And here's Van Basten. Hazard.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That is not.
Nossa.
Just the keeper in his way. Oh, chance for
Mentira.
goal!
Eu desisti.
The comeback is complete.
O goleiro ficou jogado, velho.
The
Eu
movement so
desisti da
precise.
jogada,
The
Zé.
finish
Hã?
sumptuous.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of
Oh,
nothing
well.
there. A few seconds was all it took.
Olha aí, Zé.
to
Tá vendo?
convert the
Era pra estar ganhando faz a hora,
And it's
cabeção.
very
O goleiro.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
O goleiro ficou no chão, velho.
Number 22, Francesco Totti. Coming on the field is number 21, Rafinha.
Iniesta. Now that's well seen too.
Tira.
Ødegaard. That's destined for the flank.
Vai, Zé.
And this is both shapes to shoot.
Vai, Zé.
Ué, não chutou?
Keep calm.
Jesus.
Eu fiquei que nem louco aqui apertando o botão aqui, ó. E a bola não ia.
I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Tá dando as costas demais pros caras, Zé.
Sagantosu needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have
Vai,
stirred
volta.
a little concern.
Maldini gets over and intercepts. He's a sharp little ball here. Not a hint of offside here. Hazard going face to face with his great rival.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Van Basten. Coming on to replace him is number 23.
That has been
Vinicius
cut short.
Ok.
Played in. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners
Nossa,
into
Zé,
the
eu tenho
box.
que...
Makes life so much
Perdeu.
harder for that defense.
It's their second corner of the game.
Volta.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Aqui, ó.
Now it's Vinicius.
Toma,
Junior.
Saulo. Só chegar e
Now it's
pô.
Florian. And this
Vai
is
sair.
a chance.
Toma.
Thought they were done.
Passe também isso aí, Vini.
Never say never. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic
Hey.
can't come into it, and it didn't.
And he's done
Viu?
it again. He's got
Volta.
his second.
Não, Zé, não vai de... Espera a bola.
Eu tava esperando, rapaz, mas ele vai pegar do mesmo jeito.
No time
Mas por
remaining.
que ele avançou tanto
It
assim?
just goes to show you
Ele
what
avança sozinho.
determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Calma.
Well, that might be
Calma,
that,
não vem
Peter.
ninguém,
Maybe
deixa
both
os
sides
caras aí.
just gonna
Não
have to
desce,
settle
não
for the
sobe.
draw now.
Aí, Igor,
Que bola, velho.
confia.
There will be 5 minutes.
5 minutes to add.
Toca.
Can he get it through?
Ah, vai nele, vai nele, vai nele, vai nele.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's a cute ball.
Eu.
Pele.
Não.
Boa, guri. E agora, hein? É agora a hora da virada, hein, Saulo?
Vem, Zé.
Boa.
Volta. Não, Zé,
Nossa.
volta lá.
Just didn't quite work. A heavy challenge.
Boa,
Boa.
Zé.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Messi. Now it's Pele.
Ele é o caralho.
Going wide left.
Vai lá, vai lá, vai lá. Vai nele, vai nele, vai nele. Isso.
Caralho.
Pô, já acabou.
Well, that looks
So-
like a final warning. Still
É
no
o
card.
Saulo. Rapa.
Uai, a falta de sido lá. Tocou, acabou. Tocou, acabou. Ah, mentiroso, velho.
The route. Oh, that has got to be it. This has to be it.
Ah, isso aí é mentiroso, velho. Não, tá longe demais, cara.
Executed.
Oh, that was breathtaking. He'll
Caralho.
never hit another as well in his whole career.
Number 13, Pele.
Eu não treino, pai, eu só jogo. Eu não treino, eu só jogo.
Nossa. Ah. Sacanagem.
And that's it.
Ó, olha ela, ó. O maior pontuador sou eu, não.
Indeed, they controlled, but
É nada.
they managed to throw it all away. A defeat
Eu sei.
made even more painful.
Olha, o neguinho ainda foi
When it came to
maior.
pass. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and
Fiz
this created
1190.
a negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance is one best deleted from the memory bank now.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Tá bom.
Fechou, gurizada, então.
Parou, é?
Aham.
Parou.
Valeu.
Hã? Eu tô de boa. Vou adicionar o cara aí, cadê o negócio dele? Ah, já saiu. Vai da sala, saiu. É mesmo, adicionar aí. Mandei aí, eu acho que é isso. Faz live na Twitter também. Vai jogar aí, Biel? Ah, demorou então. Vou subir uns pontos aqui que tá feio. Pode ser, ué? Pode ser? Se você não for
Beleza.
fazer nada, eu tenho ainda.
Agora eu
Falou
volto,
lá,
então.
amiguinho.
Agora eu volto,
Tá?
então. Agora eu volto.
Demorou, dá um salve aí. Eu vou ficar aqui esperando minha vez enquanto isso.
Beleza.
Não, não vou sair da cal não. Relaxa. Tô de boa,
Partilha,
meia-noite, não tem nada pra fazer. É, ué.
partilha a tela aí. Hein, Biel? Partilha a tela aí. É, ele é apelão. Ele é apelão mesmo.
Arrumou problema pra cabeça. Caralho. Queria só um goleirozinho em condições. Fala aí, viado.
Fala tu, velho, desse tempo pra mim.
Tá aí já? Não vi, viado, tô jogando. Já vou ir. Ô, pode ir jogando aí, viado. Só vou fazer um corre aqui já. Vou aqui embaixo. O jogo tá aberto aqui. Vou só desligar meu microfone pra você não escutar os piseiros da minha filha. Agora eu tô online.